All right, there we go. Now we should be ready to play Outer World. Should. Please. Okay. Finally. Let's do this. All right. Cheers. All right. Let's continue this. Okay, where are we? Oh, yes, we're attempting to work on... Oh, dear. Hopefully that's not, like, so laggy. Okay. I'm gonna have to do something I don't really feel like I really should do, but... Actually, might be a little bit easier than I think it would be. One second, chat. Do this. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It just looks a little weird on my OBS for some reason. Huh. Interesting. Do I have it on capture? I do. I do have it on. Nobody likes you, capture. Okay. Ooh. There's definitely a good lag. Not sure if you guys are seeing that. But, one second. Huh. Interesting. Looks a little better. Looks a little better. Okay. We'll keep with it. Oh, yeah. Better,
Marilyn, is that you?
Laws, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
spit on.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway,
Okay, she
you're
wants
probably
us
wondering
to
where I've
actually
been
be
all
a
this
little,
time.
be rude to them.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. right?
Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it, we've done it at least twice.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Okay.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
We'll leave when we're good and ready.
Tell him. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Oh, well,
Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
not for lack of people trying.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you're about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
So tell him Ellie's back. You'll be the talk of the town.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I mean, Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
If you really knew your daughter, you'd know quiet is not her vocabulary.
She hasn't changed a bit, I see. That's it? You just want us to disappear now? Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Damn. What a bunch of dick parents. Okay.
Let's talk outside.
Been playing Star Wars so much, I so used to using the caps lock key as my run toggle. I keep reaching up for it. Run! Wait, that's not the run. That's just capitalizing all my letters.
Can we talk?
Yeah, sure. Once everything renders. Yeah, render, damn it. There we go.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
It shouldn't have gotten so upset.
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
And then what?
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
How about it's payback time and I'm collecting the interest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red.
Yeah, this
and
did not turn out how
fist
she
in
wanted it
front
at
of her
all.
mouth to stifle a sob.
Hey, chin up, you're better than this.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
That sounds
I
familiar.
hope you don't think I'm talking about this because I want to be introspective.
This episode reflects on them, not you.
But I want to talk about me now.
Gotta surround yourself with people who really look out for you.
Unless you mean the kind who look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
So how do we do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
I need to ask you a few things.
Something on your mind?
Never mind. Let's do this. I'm interested. The Low Crusade. If anyone's going to make money off of Ellie's alleged death, Ellie figures it should be her. I'm gonna find the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group in Byzantium to set things straight. Aha! Back up here. Okay. A sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group's satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Fallbrook it is. Okay.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Okay. Monarch. Fallbrook.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain. Good luck, Captain.
So Ellie will go Pavardi? Yeah, Pavardi. I think. Hold on. Who all? Okay, so Ellie, obviously, for SM engineering. Felix. No. Nyoka. No. Pavardi. Yes, Pavardi. Really big. No. And then Sam. Okay, yeah. Ellie and Pavardi. Whoop! Woo! Ugh. That one hurt. That one definitely hurt. Okay. Let's get our people skills on. This is dialogue +5. And our persuade actually doesn't need anything. Probably temperament then.
Always imagine Fallbrook. This looks like the place.
Well, well, aren't you the very picture of good health and sound decision-making? However, we can't make good decisions all the time. Consider whoopsie-daisy coverage. Please note that to make a claim under this policy, you must describe your error in detail before a panel of relatives over the age of 65. And also note that doing so nullifies the privacy and dignity clause.
Hold on. I better make a hard save. Okay.
You must be back. I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Oh, what else can you tell?
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market.
So how would I amend that?
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhel can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Okay, but how would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud. I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting.
Look at it as a fine that I'm paying in advance.
The employee handbook doesn't say anything about that. Very well. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
How does it feel?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
And what are you gonna do with all those bits?
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
Yeah, I guess not. Better to figure things out as you go.
If only
Kind
you
of
could
how
have been
I-
the chief surgeon back in the day. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
Oh. So I essentially only paid 600 bits. I appreciate it. Thanks.
That's one thing I appreciate about you. Things are simple, straightforward. A job's a job and that's it, right?
Everyone's got to look out for themselves, you know?
Yeah, never hurts to get a friendly reminder, though. You know, I think I get you just a little more now.
Nothing says two allies can't keep an eye on their own interests.
Plenty of sense in that. You know, I'm thinking I ought to find another gig once this one's all done. One where I can really work on my own.
You sure about that?
Easiest way to take care of myself is to work with the one person I trust the most, right? Anyway, enough chit-chat. Something on your mind?
Nope. That's it. All right. Hey. The faction quest. Make space. Suits won't travel. Model outfits for. Oh, I need to talk to Celeste about this. It's a weird one. It's a real weird one.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Don't care. Man, what's on Tartarus?
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
You can talk to us about it. We already went through all this. Okay, log. Terminal, I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files of my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with two firing brain cells, maybe not. I hope whoever it is understands that the sacrifice made on Mars. Okay, continue. If the project is under attack, okay. As usual, my handlers on the road are no help until I deliver results. you. The location. That's my home. That's my central street I need. I miss work alongside colleagues. First extraterrestrials. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time, but our strict didn't work. And did it. Now we are the ones most powerful. Okay. Root. Laboratory. Field. Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Your alien mind tricks. Oh. What? What? Okay. I'm the one asking the question.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
I came to blow the lid off your alien conspiracy.
My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
Alien theory did seem a little far-fetched.
Just give me a second to explain myself. If you still want to shoot me, at least it'll be for an accurate reason. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
This is startling, but doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Hold on. What about the aliens?
Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon.
Well, the adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
Burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon? Yeah,
It's been
isn't he?
missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Might get unruly if they realize there was only one boot on their neck. Yeah, colonists might. If the board's authority is vulnerable, that's a crisis waiting to unfold.
Exactly. If colonists know we can't feed them or protect them, they'll begin to wonder why they need us at all.
The board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon?
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Oh, enough talk. Where do we go from
You
here?
could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
Bavardi, how do you think we could handle it?
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
You know Phineas Wells? If you work with him, I'll spare you.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
So there really is no alien conspiracy?
For the last time, no. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Because the fate of the colony is in my hands.
You sure have an inflated sense of self-importance, but that doesn't make you wrong. Now move along. The dog has a lot of work ahead of her, tidying up and such.
Awesome. Okay, hopefully that wasn't botched. No, it wasn't botched. At least not yet, anyways. Lily Hagen literally want to know what happened to her. Okay.
Something on your mind?
Where are we headed?
Damn it. Keep forgetting. Caps lock is not run toggle.